Hey folks, welcome back. And all be all here, and we are into the finals of the second week. Sorry about the last match. I had to rush, so my battles were a little bit rushed just because I was, getting a few things done before the big Zareth Urza match. Which, by the way, you guys, if you haven't checked it out already, you should. It was a nail biter. No more spoilers, but you definitely should go check it out in Zareth's Twitch channel. But just to give you a quick recap of what happened in the last match, I cleared my opponent, wasn't very efficient, 26-28. I dropped a couple of battles, dropped two battles on the Basti JML squad. I took my gas JML against it, but I think what I should have done is probably waited for the buffs to get built up a little more, waited to kill Basti and what only towards the end. That way, the damage escalation would have been enough. And then I took a Rebel Mirror over here, which ended up being a double shot. So a couple of losses over there. So ended up being pretty inefficient in the clear, but my defense managed to hold out. My opponent one shot my front, but struggled a lot in the back. Wasn't able to clear a single team in the back. Um, with a couple of battles in the Lando Quill team as well. And then was able to clear the top zone, few battles on the fin, but no problem over there and no problem on the ships as well. So victory, wasn't able to get cleared, which is always a good thing. Today we are facing Regal Drafus in the finals from the guild Sith Empire. It's almost 500k lifetime banners. Um, and yep, not that high a rank in Kyber before, but there's only so much that you can tell from the stats. Just like me, he's got both the light side GLs and very dominant light side roster. If I see it, just a few, the Sith Empire and the Grievous teams, the usual suspects are the ones that he has relicked up from the dark side, and Vader, of course. But almost everything else is very light side heavy. So that's what we will get to face today. And he has kept a tough defense, as you'll see. What I've done over here is, as usual, I've kept both my GLs on offense, but I've kept Darth Revan. I've kept a CLS and Padme up front, hoping that this pulls out some expensive teams. And then at the back, I've kept my Luke squad, which is always usually hiding at the back. And I've kept a couple of other tricky squads, separatists and scoundrels and all of that. The Poggle B1 Django team I usually keep on offense to take out Night Sisters, but my opponent has got weak Night Sisters, so I decided to keep this one on defense. And then I've got the Grievous squad, Mon Mothma, Rex, and Finn. So really not much change in my defense. I kept the usual stuff. Because my rebel fleet gave disappointed me last time, I've kept it on timeout and kept it on defense over here and took my malevolence on offense. So let's see how that happens. My opponent has got rebels as well that he likes to use on offense. So I'm hoping that the rebel mirror goes badly for him because he does have worse rebels than me. But you never know with these rebel mirror matches; it can swing either way depending on the RNG. So my opponent has kept a very decent offense up top. I usually don't face Darth Revens. So this one is the full bastard Darth Revan squad but they're not as fast as they should be. I mean, the Revan is only 278, for example. We've got the CLS squad over here as well, which is going to be tricky. I'm more worried about that than the Darth Revan squad. And then we have Geos. We've got Grievous, and down south is where he's kept his GL. One GL. There's no Ray in the front. There could be Ray at the back, but yeah, we're gonna save our Ray for till we see what's at the back, and we're gonna do a JML Jedi Mirror over there. So the JML squad, it's under JKL, and there's no pre-taunting and there's no taunting at all. There's no what in there, so JML is not going to taunt, so we are free to target who we want. So we'll probably go after JKL, finish him, and then we can focus down on the rest. And then there's got Padme as well. So he's kept most of his good teams he's kept on defense, which is surprising to see. CLS, Padme, JKL. So I do believe he must have saved his Ray at least for offense, but it's always good to see a tough defense because you know that your opponent is going to have that much less to take against you on defense. Okay, so let's take out the JML squad first. And I'm going to go with the JML mirror with General Skywalker. I am faster than him, especially with the speed bump that the lead gives. I'm definitely going to be faster than him. And it's just a question of taking out JKL first. Hopefully, I should be able to apply some ability blocks and take him out first. Okay, let's reduce some turn meter. Okay, excellent. Turn meter got reduced on JML as well, which is good to see. I got the and his because he got ability blocked, so he wasn't able to do his AoE. Oh, beautiful. Wow, I think gas may have been overkill over here, but that's fine. Yeah, gas was overkill, but overkill is underrated. That's what I always like to say. Let's heal this up. And I think we should be able to get everyone back to full health. Let's give this to gas. Probably not. Yeah, he's going to. I'm just going to call Hermit Yoda. Yeah, there's no way I'm probably going to just end with 52 banners. That's fine. Okay. Now, against the Padme squad, I'll probably take in my Treya, Scion, and Thrawn. This usually gets the job done pretty well against Padme. JKR gets the job done as well, but I think what I'm going to do is pass the turn meter over to Padme, isolate, give it back to Thrawn, does his AoE, and then we fracture Jedi Knight Anakin so that he doesn't assist when when Grievous does his or when General Kenobi does his thing. So that's fine. And there's the stun. Excellent. Let's pass this back to Treya. Let's keep working on him. And we won't be able to stun him, but we should be able to recover some protection. And let's just land a stun. Okay, let's pass this back to. Oh, why did I take in Scion? I should have taken in Nihilus. My God, my mistake. My mistake, man. That really sucks. All this while I was thinking that I had Nihilus in there. Man, that was a big mistake. But I think we can we do have enough damage to get Jedi Knight Anakin down. Let's pass this back to Scion. Yeah, I think we do have enough damage, luckily, to get Anakin down. But we don't have an Annihilate, and that's going to be problematic. So I have to work really, really fast. Um, I'll probably take Padme down. Man, this sucks. I have to work really fast. No Annihilate. Ability block over here. Man, I always taken Nihilus. I don't know what happened this time. What changed? I had the wrong loadout, I think. There's the. Okay. Let's give this back to him. Let's fracture him and finish off Padme as soon as we can. We have 2 minutes. Okay. I think we should be okay. and we might actually end with decent banners as well. But that was a big mistake. Don't repeat that if you ever decide to take in Thrawn and Traya versus Padme. Always take in Nihilus, because that could have gone horribly bad. Okay, we ended with full banners with a couple of minutes left, so it wasn't that bad of an outcome. But now I've got no use for Nihilus. That's fine. All right. Against the Night Sisters, I don't have Django, but I do have Boba, and I wanted to take in my Wampa over here. AoE should be pretty fine against it. It's a very weak Night Sister team. The weakest is Daka. So in order to get Boba, if I'm taking Boba lead, in order to get the contract, I'll have to kill Daka with Boba. How do you get the contract? Does Boba have to kill? Only bounty hunter allies can. So Boba or Grief has to kill Daka, and then we'll get the contract. But I've got Wampa in there as well for additional damage in case I need it. This one gives turn meter. Okay. Come on, do an AoE. Excellent. And this should kill off Daka, and we've got the contract. Let's see if we can kill off Asajj. Not yet. This does a heal. Excellent. Let's take care of well, actually, let's take care of zombie a couple of times. You know, we've got no option but to get through Asajj twice, unless we execute her. Okay, so I think we're okay in terms of banner. I'm just hoping to get one final heal from Grief, which won't be possible. So we'll end with 53, 52. I think little protection missing on Wampa. That's fine. Let's see what's at the back. We have a pretty weak squad, so that's fine. So it makes the decisions up top that much easier. The toughest squad over here, even though it is CLS, but I think I'm just going to go Ray versus DR and just do a solo over there. That should be the best way to handle DR. I think we've got more than enough teams to take out CLS. Let's take this in. And give some lifeblood. And give lifeblood again so that we get to Whirlwind. And then we take out Malak. That's usually how these things go. And then I'll enter into Ultimate soon enough. And then both these guys will get taken out once I get into Ultimate. I think my protection is still intact, which should be decent banners. So I'm not going to do another lifeblood. You know what? We might not even need to get to our ultimate. There we go. 56. So full health and full protection. Best way to take out DR. All right. Now let me see again what those teams are. A lot of rebel squads here. I wish I had my Wampa for this one. But we do have some tricky squads like Newt and Droidica. How fast are these guys? 248. 256. Okay. Let's take out let's take out the Grievous squad with my sisters, Talzin, for a 51 banners. Yep, that should be pretty straightforward. Make sure that the loadouts are correct. So usually you should go after B1, but given that B2 is only G12, I think we have a very high chance of taking him out. Well, actually, you know what? Let me just spread the plague around. We'll automatically take out B2 directly over there. Okay, stun. There we go. Bring everyone back. Stun Grievous. Excellent. Now do another AoE. Let's get this one back, and there should be 51 banners. Just for good measure, I like to, if there's a chance to end with a mass assist, that ensures full health for all sisters involved. So if given a chance, end your sister's match with the mass assist. It's always a good idea. All right, now I'll definitely say Vader for the bugs, and this is a very weird bug team. There's Brood Alpha, who's not G12. There's Sunfac, who's relicked up, but there's no spy in there. There's only soldier, so there's really not much damage there. I can probably take in my Vader with the, who do I want to take? I probably don't need Watt. I can probably take in just Vader and Piet. Maybe I'll just take in EP for the extra force crush at the beginning. Let's do this. Let's do a force crush, which can't be countered. Let's enter into merciless soldier. Does that. Let's get rid of Brood Alpha. Now, either of these guys I attack is going to counter me, so we probably don't have a choice. Sunfac did not counter. That's weird. There's the counter. Let's just give it to Vader. Hopefully land a few stuns. Excellent. And that guy died with the dots. Okay, let's get rid of Sunfac and then work on Soldier. 53, a little bit of banners lost there. Okay. Now what squads do we have? We have our JTR and we have our JKR as well. And let's see, we have a CLS squad, we have a crew, both of whom are great for taking down South. Not CLS, but Rebel squad rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we have our Geos and we have a Beskar Mando as well. I decided to keep the full Beskar Mando team on offense. I think we'll definitely get to showcase that against one of these teams. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have, excuse me, we have the Aura Mando team as well, which is again good for a guaranteed 54. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams to take out. These teams I'm not worried about. I should be able to manage all of them. But I wonder if I can afford this, but I wanted to try something interesting against this CLS squad. Now, this squad is one of the strongest defensive squads. And a lot of people, I mean, you can counter it obviously very easily with GLs or with JKL, who I consider half a GL. Some people can also take Vader against it for decent banners, but unless you have Watt to ignore the defense, because of the stat sharing that these guys have, these characters are pretty thick. So even Vader is sometimes iffy. JKR, I've used JKR, Jolie GMY, as well as Basti Jolie GMY in the past. A couple of times that I faced this team, both of them have got 53, 54 banners for me. But I have seen a few folks, fail with JKR. I think Kiawe had a match recently where his JKR team failed against this same comp. And a few folks in the recent last few matches, they've come up with a new way to counter it. I think it was Tilo Mad who came up with a new counter to this one, which is Treya, Scion, and L3. Now it worked for him, and it also worked for Klesso in one of his Grand Arena matches. But just today, just a few hours ago, Zaret tried it out, and that failed for him. He was only able to take out one of them, I think, only Chewpio, but wasn't able to take out CLS and 3PO. So that counter, wasn't as successful for him. So I've been thinking about other counters to this particular team and other cheap counters, non-GL kind of counters. I do have my JKR squad, so I can take that in as a backup if this particular counter fails. But what I was thinking about was a JTR squad, and Resistance has been used to take this out. I think Fatal or someone else came up with a squad um, of Resistance hero Finn, Resistance hero Poe under Finn lead to take this out. That works. And Resistance heroes under JTR also has been known to work. But I wanted to take in just pure JTR, BB-8 and not C3PO, but R2D2. So R2D2, BB-8, and JTR. That's the classic squad, which is usually used to take out crew and a lot of other bounty hunter type squads. But I feel that that squad can work against this particular lineup. I think I saw one video on YouTube. I forget who it was who said that, but I saw one video of that team working, and it made a ton of sense to me. And here's why that team makes a lot of sense and why it should work. These guys, C3PO, the CLS team with C3PO and Chewpio, they do tons of damage because of expose, and they get tons of turn meter because of the resist. So if you have, so when these guys attack any enemy, there's two options. Either they get damaged, in which case the damage will be huge because of expose and all of that, and because of the assist, or if it gets resisted, in which case these guys get tons of turn meter and they go again. There is a third option, which means it gets evaded. That means that any team which deals with foresight can work really well against these guys, which is why the JKR GMY team works so well, because he spreads foresight around all the time. Because these guys have got no evasion in their bypassing evasion in their kits. So they Chewpio, for example, when he goes, he whiffs on foresight. CLS will whiff on foresight as well, and that way you avoid the turn meter gain for them as well as the damage on them. The second reason that the Ray BB-8 R2D2 team might work is because of stealth, because these guys counter under CLS lead. And if you're under stealth, if your characters are under stealth, when they attack them, they won't get countered. So that's a huge benefit. The third reason is cleanse. Anything which counters this team needs to have cleanse, which is why the Treya team works so well, and L3, because all Treya, Scion, L3, all of them can cleanse very well. In the R2D2, BB-8, and JTR combo, there's tons of cleansing as well. There's JTR can cleanse with her special. She can call someone to assist and cleanse, and you have R2D2 who can cleanse everyone on the due to his unique. So tons of things going on for the R2 for the JTR, BB-8, and R2D2 team, which I think will make it a very decent counter. And if you think about foresight, I was just talking about that all of these guys have got tons of ways of getting foresight. BB-8 and JTR gain foresight naturally, and R2D2 can get foresight on someone when he hides everyone. And the way that you want to approach this battle is you want to hide everyone except for BB-8, so that when they attack BB-8, if he's not confused, he can, he'll counter back, and then hopefully R2D2 can assist and apply a stun or something like that. Stuns, that's another reason to take this team in, because hopefully you should be able to control the team with stuns. I want to go after Chewpio first, because he's going to be the most dangerous. You can always clean up CLS with the others, but I want to see if I can take this team, and I want to see how successful it is. I'm curious. I have my JKR team as backup to clean it up in case it's needed, but I'm just curious to see how this team does. So let's take it in. Another advantage is this team can help to outspeed. I'm going to hide everyone except this one, and I'm going to wipe down this guy and give him days. So there's the first whip. So that's the reason. That's one great reason that this works, is because CLS wasn't able to apply any debuffs on Chewpio. on R2D2, and he didn't get resisted, which means that there's no extra turn meter. So now I'm going to cleanse this guy R2D2 and go directly after Chewpio. And I'm going to try to stun Chewpio. There's another dodge. I love it. Uh, all right. I don't think I'll be able to stun him. Oh, I might be able to stun him. Let's see. Yep, because he wasn't in that tenacity mode. Let's just finish him off. I'm just going to do a basic and finish him off. And that's the other advantage. See, the basic, what it did was it because he crit, he was able to cleanse the debuffs from himself. He did get debuffs again, but you see over here, debuffs get cleansed again. Ha ha ha! That's excellent. And look at that, I got a stun on him as well. Man, this is so easy. And exposes makes this team goes down really fast. I'm just going to do a basic and see if I can't take him down. There we go. Very straightforward and simple counter. You can't get simpler than that. 53 banners against that team, and I took in a really cheap team, JTR. I don't have to waste my Jedi Knight Revan, don't have to waste any GLs or anything like that. So yeah, I think this is the way to go. It's a very clean counter. There's tons that this team has, JTR and the droids, that directly counters CLS and squad. There's foresight, cleansing, damage, daze, stealth, whatever you name it. I think this team is the perfect counter for the CLS squad. Glad I tried that out. All right. Let's see what ships are there. Rebels and all right. Okay. We'll take care of ships later. Let's go down south. Let's see what we want to do over here. We have our Jedi Knight Revan squad, we have a CLS squad, and we have a Beskar Mando. Those are our three toughest squads. And then we have Aura Bounty Hunters as well. I want to end with 54 on all of these matches. What do I want to do? Maybe CLS against this Newt squad, or maybe Aura against a Newt squad. It is a slow droidica. How fast is this one? 254. All right. Jedi Knight Revan, where do I want to use you? Maybe I use CLS against the Mon Mothma squad. Or I always say CLS. I meant Chewbacca and Han Solo under Kira. Let's take care of this one first. Stun. There we go. 54. Okay. 54 is going to be the goal. JKR. Where do I want to use JKR? Maybe against the Newt squad. Or maybe I use Beskar Mando. I've been meaning to try out Beskar Mando against the Newt squad. Yeah, let's do that, because Newt tends to be really banner stealing. So Beskar Mando team, I think, does a very decent job of banner recovery over there. So let's take this in. This team hasn't been doing really that well in terms of defense. I mean, there are a lot of teams which can take it out pretty easily. So I'm going to at least see if I can't take this team out on. All right, let's see. Stun got deflected. All right, let's slow this down and see how much it hits for. Ha ha ha! Excellent. Both of them got taken out without any worries. And the best thing about that is there's no revive with that. but we just have to, we also don't have a dispel over here in this team. So we just have to wait for this guy to come out of damage immunity. Does this dispel? Nah. Okay, let's shock, stun, excellent. This one, this is one of the best abilities in the game. It equalizes protection, and they recover 20% protection, which is great from a Grand Arena point of view because you end with full banners. This is what gives you Wonder of the Force is what gives you full banners. So I'm going to give this to IG 11, and this what this also does is it removes turn meters from the enemy, 25%, I believe. There you go. And now we can hopefully get him down before he gets to go again. There we go, another stun. Let's give foresight to everyone, and this should take care of him. Very simple, 54, very easy 54. So I think in 3v3s, at least the place for Beskar Mando is on offense. I think it's taken out on defense pretty easily with the teams like Treya or JTR or JKR or teams like that. So, all right, now these guys, how fast are they? 280. It is a fast layout. I'm going to take in my Aura Mando team against, or should I take in Geos? I have Geos and I have JKR. Let's take in Geos against the Bosk team. I think I may be able to. What's going to give me full banners? I have my crew squad as well. Um, hmm. Uh, no point thinking too much about it. I think let's just take in Geos. And I'm going to take in. Yeah, let's just go in with a full Geo squad and take care of this. Let's go after Boba Fett. Let's take him out once. And now let's wait till we do the heal. After the thermals pop, I think then we can do our heal. So it's going to take a while. I think let's save our heal for one more time. You know what? The thermal hasn't popped on one of these. I might just end with 53. Let's blind this guy. Oh, too late. 52. Yeah, difficult to end with full banners with Geos, but that's fine. Let's take in our JKR squad against this and we'll finish it off. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the full squad. No point undersizing. I'm going to go after Princess Leia. Let's do foresight up so that it gets dodged. And then let's take out Captain Han. He's going to revive her. But we can take care of her again right now. Let's go after Captain Han and finish him off. Okay, this should finish him off. Excellent. Now we just have to wait for, there we go. This should be full 54 banners. Okay, so we've been doing decent on banners for all the matches. Let's see how we do on ships. Now, what do I want to take? I have my Malevolence and I have my Radis. What do I want to take my malevolence against? I don't know about Radus against home 1. Mm, what should I do? Mm, we have our Empire fleet, so I think let's do that. Let's take our Empire fleet against rebels. I hope this is not a mistake, but let's see if you're able to get some decent damage done. I am going to take in this one because if Vader gets targeted, then the Sith bomber can at least start taunting and take off a little bit of heat. I think this should be more than enough. Do I have any other tanks or Sith ships? No, I think this should be enough. Okay, Tarkin lead for the extra offense. Let's take this and see if we're able to get anything done. There we go. That's the reason I took in the Sith bomber, so that he can start taunting. Okay, let's apply burning. That's what I was waiting for. And now they can't assist. What does this do? Concussion mine. What does the basic do? All right, concussion mines on everyone. They're not going to be assisting anymore, which is great. All right, man, this is the way to go. So he starts taunting, but that's fine. We'll get in our Emperor shuttle and give this to Vader, heal him up a little bit. And let's get rid of the Han's Millennium Falcon. And now it's just a question of cleaning this up. Man, this is the way to go. Empire versus rebels. Let's save that burning for now. And this should do it. Excellent. 64. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I could have probably taken out a couple of reinforcements. All right, now I've got my malevolence. I can take that against this. Could take my Radis as well. I should have left my malevolence on defense. That would have been trickier. But I don't know which one will be more banner efficient. Let's take in the Radis. I think Radis I feel will be better for banners. Resistance. Let's go with the usual bunch. Yeah, it sucks to leave the malevolence on the bench, but I don't think I would get as good banners with malevolence as I would with the Radis. Wait, that's the wrong ship. Scoundrel. There we go. We want the Xanadu blood over there. Okay, let's take this in. Right, let's hope this gets the job done. And the reason I like this versus Empire is because, especially if they're starting with the TIE fighter pilot, Poke gets to delete him right away, which is great. Let's give this to him so that he can start taunting. Let's reduce some, give him the days over there. So we have burning on the board, but it's not as deadly for these guys. And since we have breach, this guy is still taunting, which is great to see. Let's just do this. Let's keep going after the TIE bomber. Let's heal up. That's very important. And let's do an AoE. I'm going to do the special because I have the foresight on. Big hit, almost. All right, let's actually get Xanadu blood out here so that we can get retribution on Houndstooth. And he can cleanse just like that. Come on, get Vader out. Okay, this should do it. That'll give us a little bit of healing as well. There we go. And now let's take care of Palp's ship. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to better banners than Malevolence. Man, such a waste leaving Malevolence on the bench. I should have kept it on defense, but that's fine. 65 banners. Let's see what our final score is. 2670. I like that. My opponent is definitely going to struggle to get that. 2670 is on average 53 banners, I think. So I actually doubt my opponent is even going to clear me. He does have one GL on offense, but he doesn't have his DR, CLS, Padme, all of that stuff. So it's definitely going to be banner stealing over here. Cool. So good match, good way to end the week. I started off a little weakly with a low banner match with a couple of lost battles, and even the second battle wasn't that clean. But this is a way better outcome. 2670 is a decent enough score. Let's see where we are in the leaderboard. Number 3. I did complete all my feats, so that's why I'm so high up there. But we still have 12 hours left to go. I think a few people might go ahead and do more battles, so we'll definitely fall. But yep, so far the first couple of weeks have been good. Let us. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days when we come back for week 3, and we get to play around with a few more toys. But I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in, and take care, and happy gaming.